shot.
So Victoria up 2-1 at this stage. They're still early, isn't it?
Yep. First to 13, win the title. It's a good shot by Les there to
Yeah, Les Yellow played a
play
good
the red
shot there.
and kill the yellow. Of course, this match is 24 frames. We could end up equal at 12 at the end, in which case they would play a round of 5. Tanya's just tried to hit the yellow, I think, and leave Les off the other 2 yellows. Leave her the one over the pocket, but unfortunately it was a fraction hard, and very, very good opportunity for ACT to make this match 2-all.
Come on, Les. Come on, ACT.
I think it's great for the game that ACT have made the final after years and years of trying. Last year they made the semi-finals for the first time. It goes to show that the women are getting stronger and stronger and improving each year.
Tanya's in all sorts of trouble over on the table closest to us. Lizzie Ellie's got both pockets covered.
He's got both pockets covered and has snookered Tanya. Tanya's fouled on purpose, trying to cover the black and the red and yellow together, but knocked the yellow away, and this really is quite a simple out. She'll just roll the red in and then use her to, play the black over to the opposite corner pocket. In or over, and you win the frame.
Game to game at the moment, Lyndon.
Yeah, which is good. It's great for the crowd and the spectators.
I should also introduce the players on the other table too. Looks like we've got Heather Robertson. Looks like she's playing Tracy Heek.
It's a nice shot across the back rail by Leslie.
It's just levelled the scoreline at 2-all. So it's
yeah, I think we're going to be in for a tough, tight match here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Come on, Penny.
Good for the crowd.
The only people that a long drawn out match is not good for is the 2 umpires standing out there.
That's right. Oh, I think you're still going. Come on, girls.
It's like the frame between Tracy and Heather could turn out to be quite a long one.
So next up we have Penny from the ACT playing Julie McEwen from Victoria. So we could 2 very important frames here.
Yeah, both sides would be hoping to win both of them and go into the second round with a 4-2 advantage.
Okay, Penny broke, nothing's gone down, and from here looks like yellows are probably the pick of the balls, but I don't think she could really find an easy yellow to pot if one is on at all.
I don't think there's any possibly cutting the yellow into the corner pocket, but the white's going to fly around the table and maybe going off in the centre. So instead of trying to pot the reds, Julie decided to leave her opponent the choice if she'd like the reds. Once again, the yellows are still the best balls, but there is no easy one to get you started. That was a great shot. There's a big cut on the yellow. But Penny playing in her first nationals. She's got one ball that I'm not sure if it passes the yellow into the corner pocket. If it does, this game could be over rather quickly. Unlike the one on the other table.
Yeah,
I think we're going to see some good tactics played in this one.
Yeah, there's a match between, or the frame there between Heather and Tracy. There's a pack of balls, and yeah, it looks a bit ugly. How long has Tracy been around for, Lyndall?
Let me think about that one. She didn't play last year, but trying to remember when I first met her.
Come on, ACT.
Maybe 2006 in Darwin might have been her first one.
I've noticed her. I haven't seen her before. The other girls I've sort of seen. She seems like she can hold a cue alright and quite a good player.
Probably could have thought about this a bit more and had all the stats on these girls.
Come on, mate. Come on, Julie.
Yes, well, we didn't, did we?
I know she was in Darwin in 2006. I'm pretty sure that would be her first one.
Julie I've seen around before as well.
Yeah, Julie's been quite a few state teams.
Yeah, we're a bit unfamiliar with the state with the state players from certain states.
I'm pretty sure Julie used to be the Victorian billiards champion, I believe.
All right.
I played in the Australian nine ball team with her once before as well.
Yeah, just to that was a great shot there by Julie. The great combo and down the rail as well, and she's nailing it. And
yep, giving herself a good chance.
So she'll probably, she could play the other red along the rail, a bit of stretching involved, and then it appears that all her balls after that will be on. So she's really set herself up nicely here.
Tracy's put herself in a good position in the other game with the yellow over the pocket. I'd be very, very tempted to pop that yellow and give her two shots, Dave.
Yeah, I think in a situation where you got a clump of balls around a pack, that's probably the ideal time to do it.
Yep. Give them too early, and if they do a great out, well, you shake their hand and say, well done.
But as long as she don't leave a foul snooker, and that could be the possibility if she doesn't leave wide in the right area, that could be critical.
Good shot there to Penny would be to be double the yellow that's there, and she's looking at. She might have had a bit of a rush of blood before when she tried to smack the ball across the back rail in. You can hit these balls, you hit them sweet, you can hit them fairly firm and they'll go in, but you must cue the ball very well.
That was a lovely shot by Penny. Big shot to take on.
That was a great shot.
Although she looks like she might have the other red in the yellow, I should say, in the middle of the table. She might be able to take on down the corner. It's a bit hard to tell from this angle whether it's on
I think she
or.
was very unlucky there with the white ball. It's kissed that yellow and played it away from the rail and landed a bit awkward on it.
Yeah, Penny's balls are in a fairly good position, and although I wouldn't really say the same about Julie, she's got a couple of dead balls. And so, I guess we'll see what Penny does after this shot. It's a bit hard to really tell from here what she'll do, but
I thought that's what she looked like lining up to take the yellow off the red.
yeah, she's got the white near the quarter bag, and it'll be probably an easy snooker coming up here.
Nice shot by Tracy into the centre pocket. He's got opportunity to really take a hold of this frame now.
Julie's just decided to get a red out of the middle of the tail. I don't necessarily think that was a rock. Oh, I would have probably just gone for a snooker, so I don't really know what she really gained from that shot.
Well, she has given Penny a slight chance here. Needs a very, very good shot. Cut the yellow into the centre pocket. And the only problem is the white's going to be having to go fast. It's going to kiss the other yellow. So who knows where that'll go, and who knows where the white will end up.
Yeah, the pack's starting to thin down a bit on the other table. Although there's a pack of 4 balls. There's 2 yellows, a red and a black, and in a clump there. So still a fair bit of action still happening on the other table. So Heather just decided to run her red down and just sort of bounce back onto the side cushion again. So not really ideal, but if I was Tracy, I'd just probably roll this yellow over the pocket and just try and load it. Wouldn't no real advantage in potting it.
No, I think this is one of the games where you just have to wait around.
30 seconds.
Try and, get total control and then start moving your balls out of the pack.
She was trying to load it. She really didn't play it well at all. She missed the pocket by a mile, hence the reason it bounced back and just landed on the side cushion. So
I think she was just trying to make sure she didn't pot it, and then just did hit it a little bit too hard.
I don't know, Linda. I'd be inclined just to pot that yellow over the bag if it was me.
I would have done that a few shots
I would have done that a few shots ago
but
as
yeah,
well.
still,
But
you
I'll still be doing it now.
Not sure how many nationals Heather's been at.
Still not a bad
I'm not
shot
sure.
by Heather. She's left a fairly good white here.
This is the first time that I have seen her at the nationals, but she may have played last year in Canberra. There's certainly, even for us players that have been at nationals a lot, it's hard work out there in a final. You don't want to be letting your team down. You don't want to be letting yourself down. Sure, everyone's trying their hardest, but sometimes the pressure just does get a little bit intense. Makes you do some shots you ordinarily wouldn't play if you weren't feeling that pressure.
Come on, Head.
Come on, ACT.
Come on, Crow. Fire fix. Come on, Julie. Come on in. Come on,
Penny's been given a bit of an opportunity here. She's got one reasonably tough yellow, although she's got the opportunity of doing something with the white. It looks like she's got a bit of an angle on this yellow, so she can play it fairly firmish. Get the white out in the middle of the table.
If you can get underneath that yellow, it goes into a few different pockets.
Still alright.
It's not a bad angle actually. You take the yellow up into the top corner and play it with some confidence. Does the yellow go past? Dave, into the corner.
Yes, it does, Lindy.
Does, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can either play it a little bit slower and end up on the yellow in the corner, or you can play it firmer and try and get the white underneath it.
Come on, Benny.
And Julie's ball still, it's got a ball near the side rail.
Well, they kiss at the yellow. Although the yellows are still out in the middle of the table, out in reasonable positions there for Petty. So a lot of work to be done here by Julie here.
Come on, Julie. Come on, mate. Come on, Julie.
Tracy has opportunity on the other table as well.
Come on, Julie. Come on, mate. Come on, the crow.
Either get this, pot this ball, or at least get it over the pocket. And get a bit of control happening.
Come on, Benny.
Good shot by Julie. She's got a snooker. But I'm not sure whether she's done herself any favours on those two reds. They may be on combination into the corner pocket.
Snooker's probably very important this time, especially if Petty doesn't get out of here.
She's choosing not to. Julie just needs to, she can break those balls open. If they land in the right position, she'll have the opportunity to run the table. Tracy potted that ball in the corner pocket, and then her next, and has a shot on the yellow, run it down in or over the pocket, and put Heather in a lot of trouble if it sits. Julie tried to play off of those reds and open them up, but she's kissed the yellow that's in the middle of the table and cut it into the middle pocket. She's given her two shots.
She might have to get the jigger for the shot. She looks like she might be leaning over that red that's on the rail. Might make it a bit awkward for her. I might be wrong here. No.
Yeah, she's going to be stretching a long way. Certainly would be much safer to get the rest.
Especially when you got two shots. She's missed it, so
missed it,
Linda
and
was exactly right.
Snookered herself, I think.
Come on. And ACT.
It's a little bit hard, I think. The ball needed to be in or over the pocket. If it's in, you're still going to have your two shots on the black. If it's over the pocket, well, you get the ball easy enough to get out onto the black.
Come on, Ed. Come on, Petty. Come on, Petty.
And Tracy's attempted to run that ball down the rail, but has left a big gap.
Can't have up.
Julie's got two shots.
Come on, Ed.
She might have been getting a big lifeline here. Still, even with two shots, still got a bit of work to do here.
Yeah, it'd be...
She'll play. She'll probably pop the one over the corner.
Nope. Played the combination very well. I think she can get on the one first that's near the corner pocket. Would be the ball I'd be trying to get on. And Heather's potted her second last ball over there and got it off, giving Tracy two visits. And she's potted her ball over the corner pocket, but hit it a little bit too hard and has snookered herself. These tables that are being used for the finals today are the AEBF sponsor, CLNS tables, and unfortunately for the players, we haven't been using them during the tournament. We've been using Empire pool halls tables, but as a sponsor requirement for the finals, they had to use these tables, and so the girls are probably struggling out there a little bit because they actually haven't played on these tables before.
Yeah, it's very strange. Why is that, Linda? Well, it's probably unfair to the players in a lot of ways. for that to actually happen.
Yeah. At a guess, obviously Empire had their own tables, but the major sponsor of the Australian Able Federation wanted their tables used for the finals. I think maybe a better way to have done it than happened was perhaps to have had these. There's 4 tables the same. These ones could have had them spread out in the room and used these four and used 8 of Empire's tables, so everyone would have had an opportunity to have a hit on these before the finals. But unfortunately, but we still would have had people complaining if they had have done that. It was a hard call. Everyone did know that the tables were going to be changed for the finals, or certainly the team managers did, so they should have passed that information on to their players, and everyone could have gone upstairs and practiced on them.
Are these
But
these Alex's tables?
no, these are CLNS tables.
Okay.
Consolidated Leisure and Sport, the Australian Able Federation's main sponsor.
Okay.
They are good tables. Nothing wrong with the tables, just that the cushions are a lot bouncier than what they've been used to.
Yeah, we're coming to a close in both these frames, Lyndall, and that was a bad shot by Julie. Has given Penny a chance. Although it looks that yellow might be hard up or close up, hard up against
She
that
should just
bottom row.
roll down and hit it and bounce it over the pocket and leave Julie a tough shot on hers, which she's done. It was a good shot.
Played it well.
I think Tracy's on her yellow ball, but whether she can hold the white up for the black, I'm not sure. From where I'm sitting, it looks like the black will go in the corner pocket, but
Well, if it is,
if
it's
it
a
does
really,
go on,
really
that was
good
a great
shot.
Yeah, good shot by Julie there to get a snooker behind the 8. Tracy had 2 shots. Didn't
okay.
realise that from here. That made it a little bit easier.
Sometimes we need 4 sets of wires to see what's going on here. But Julie's played a good shot on the other table, so with Tracy winning that game.
There's a good shot here to get out of this snooker and get one back if she hit it right. Oh, very unlucky to go all around that yellow without hitting it there. From this position, it would look like Victoria should take a 4-2 advantage into the second round. It's not just that the rails are different, the jaws are different as well, so we're probably seeing a few balls jawed and have spat out of the pockets a little.
Yeah. Yeah, so it now looks like that a couple of frames that could have gone either way there over the last 3 or 4 balls left. Looks like Victoria are going to take the advantage of a 4-2 lead, barring any mishaps with this cut on the plate, which is...
No one would hope not from there with 2 shots. She still had 2 to play. Okay, 4-2 at the end of round 1.
Okay. Okay, we're about to start round 2, and Victoria lead 4-2 after the first round. It will be the first team that reaches 13 frames win, and it was right in front of ACT as they got together for their little break and little chat with the captain, and the captain was not happy. Really tried to fire their team up, so expect that to hopefully have some sort of effect out there on the table, so we'll soon find out. Looks like we've got Lyndall Element playing Leslie Ellie on one table, and Nicole is playing Colby on the other table, so 4-2, could have been 3-all, or even 4-2, or could have even been 4-2 ACT. I was just saying, Lyndall, that the ACT captain wasn't happy and was really firing the team up. So it'll be interesting to see what effect that has to the players out there on the table. It was she wasn't happy, that's for sure. Probably thinking like you and I, it could have been a 3 or 4-2.
A couple of wasted opportunities for sure.
They're probably not happy being 4-2 down.
A lot of pressure being felt out there by both teams.
I think that's only natural, you know. It's probably adrenaline as well.
The first time team in the finals, and a team that hasn't won this tournament for 11 years.
It was quite clear that ACT aren't just here just for the record, you know, just to make a grand final. They're here to compete.
They want to win.
They want to win. They want to take it up to Victoria and show them they're not here. Sit on my phone.
It's a good shot there by Lyndall.
Okay.
Put her red over the pocket.
Lyndall covered the bag. She's quite covered it. I don't think she's quite covered it properly. Might be a chance for that yellow to go through.
Nicole has a good opportunity.
She has.
Let's say we'll put out here.
Move the red.
Is on her last ball.
Yeah.
She's got the right angle, maybe to screw back and put the black into centre pocket. It was a good shot there by Les to get the yellow out. Just
she probably hit it.
just hit too hard. Yeah, good shot there by Nicole. Nice control of the cue ball. Very good shot there by Lyndall. That was close. It was a very good pot out. The black was probably a little closer to missing than she wanted it to be.
So Nicole's taken first blood on the other table, beating Colby, and I think was that an 8-ball break? Was it Lyndall? It was over pretty quickly.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. I don't know if it was an 8-ball break or.
So that now makes it 4-3 Victoria's win. So good start that the ACT really wanted for this round. Leslie Alley has played a nice shot there.
It was a nice shot. Little unlucky that it didn't drop.
It's always the next best thing to stick a ball over a bag. It's always there for added security for later on. Sometimes it can become very valuable.
And you can just create pressure onto your opponent, because if they know if they miss, you've got an easy ball up first up.
Or they might miss fire away, and then all of a sudden the ball might land over in that general direction.
That's right,
It's going to
yep.
become
And you've got a bit of coverage, for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Come on, Les!
Come on, ACT!
So we've got Heather on the other table playing Marg Gorski, who won in the first rounds. It's probably given her a bit of confidence, like we were saying earlier. But she probably wouldn't have been going here and feeling real good after losing the ladies' final.
No, it's a tough thing to have to do. And it's equally as tough
You've
if you
been
have.
there before,
I've
haven't you?
been there before, but it's equally as tough if you've won the singles and then you have to go in
That's
and
right.
you've got to try and totally forget that you've just won an Australian title because you have to get yourself pumped up again for your next match.
Yeah.
Win or lose, it is a very tough thing to have to do straight away.
And am I right in saying, and of course I've never played the Nationals before, but this is going for the Open teams as well. If you're playing, say, the best of 17 frames in the final, your style of game will be different to playing in a team event, won't it?
For sure.
How hard's that to change?
That is really hard to change as well. You just have a different mindset. I mean, one frame pull is do or die every single shot.
You've got to be a little
every
more
single
careful,
frame.
and you've got to get that mindset
Yeah,
back that you
that's
can't
right.
go too attacking.
Yeah.
It depends on the style of game that you play.
If you're playing a race, if you play a bad shot or maybe it doesn't matter so much because you've still got all those other games to play. Obviously, if you're getting towards the end of the match and you're close, then every shot's do or die. But at the beginning, it's a different mindset. I think it's also a different mindset because in the singles event you're playing for yourself, and in the teams event you're playing for the team.
Yeah,
And I think it's a lot more pressure on you. I think when you're in the team event and you're playing in the teams, because if you lose, you're not letting just yourself down. You're letting your entire team down, and that's something that you don't want to do.
Brenton Collier he's a player that will play the same way. That's the style of game. He'll play the same way in the team event as we'll see later on in a couple of hours' time. It was very well done this year by Brenton Collier to take it out. He was obviously bitterly disappointed losing to Justin Sage last year off WA. I obviously wasn't there, but he was saying in his speech that he was disappointed. He played his best, but he's atoned well this year. I had the pleasure of umpiring a couple of Steve Misford's games this year, and he's knocked out Ron Kelly on the way through. And Ron, I don't know, I haven't seen before this year. I haven't seen Ron play a lot. Had to umpire one or a couple of his matches again this year, a teams event, and he's probably the most coolest player I've seen under pressure.
Definitely, yeah.
So
You wouldn't, if you're looking at Ron, you would not know one way or the other how he was feeling out there. You just until he wins or loses a frame. But during the frame, you would not know how his emotions are running. Very cool, calm, and collected.
Lyndall's just played a really good shot there. She's just broken the yellow and the red that were close together, so she kind of opened the ball up. Got a good chance to probably go game here. She's got a red over the middle pocket, which she'll probably just roll in. Dead weight. Doesn't have to do anything with the white, even though the white's near the cushion. A bit more of a cut from what I could see here. I thought it was reasonably straight, but that's how wrong it was. So now she'll have to take the red over the corner pocket and screw along that side cushion.
The red on in the middle pocket.
Or she might even do that even, Lyndall, she might even do that. Just screw back. She is playing from a cushion, although she's playing with top, so she's probably going to use the cushions to come out. Where is she? No, she's just going to roll it.
She's applying the kiss technique, Dave.
Yeah.
The keep.
I'm trying to make it really sound complicated here, and
Is that because you're male?
probably that might have a bit to do with it, Lyndall. I don't know.
I'm tipping it does.
But that's coming from a female point of view.
Oh, she played it well
Lyndall's
too.
missed that
And
one, so yeah, a bit of pressure might be creeping in out there.
perfect
bit
position on the black then.
Yeah, she was a bit lucky to win her first game, Lyndall. She's suffered a bit of nerves out there, but that's only natural. So it is a final.
It's the first time that Lyndall's played for Victoria, having just moved there from Western Australia this year. It's always hard when you change teams, and that's just in your local league. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, let alone when you move from one side of the country to another.
Shot, Les.
Les played a good shot there by.
So it looks like Lyndall's got the snooker. If not, very close to the snooker.
It was a good shot to get the snooker, but in the process she's made her ball hard, leaving it on the rail. A little bit harder would have been good to have bounced the yellow up over the middle pocket.
Yeah, it's not as easy kind of snooker as you think to get out. If she hits the red, then
As long as she avoids being off in the middle pocket.
Yeah, well, yeah. She doesn't really have to hit it all that hard. Just as long as she hits the red, and that's all she needs to do. And she's missed it by, I don't know, missed it by a good couple of ball widths at least.
Yeah.
But she's got a reasonable water here, so Lesiole's got 2 shots. Wonder if she can see that yellow along that side rail there. If she can, that would be
Be
the
the
one
nicest.
I'd
It'd be
that would
certainly
be
the one to
yeah,
play.
that would be the one I'd be wanting to play.
And if you play it well when you pot it, well, great. You've still got your 2 shots. If not, if you've left it over the pocket,
Come on, Les.
Yeah, she's
which
played
is what
it
she's done.
really
She's
nice.
played it well. Giving
So
herself a good chance to run
She
out
has
the
set
frame.
herself up beautifully here to go game from this visit, Lyndall.
Yeah, just pot the one in the corner, come out for the one in the middle pocket.
2 key things here. As long as she keeps control of the wire and keeps control of the nerves,
Yeah.
she should.
Come on, Les.
Come on, ACT.
Come on, Les.
Yeah, maybe not too bad. You just have to. The white's on the rail, so she's just going to have to roll the yellow into the middle pocket.
Come on, Les.
Not run through too much, or
It is
she
a
might
bit of a-
snooker herself on
It is a bit
the
of a
other one.
So
She's
she's sticking
yeah,
down.
that can be
Ugly
very
at the best of
dangerous.
times. And she's
Yeah.
missed it because of that
It's always hard when you're jacking up like that off of a rail
Yeah.
to control the one. Make sure you don't put any accidental
That's
side on
exactly
it, and your eyesight's not really in the natural line of the shot. And the worst thing is that it's left a quite simple shot for Lyndall.
They're given a second lifeline so far in the 2 frames. She was a bit, like I said, a little bit lucky by a couple of bad shots in the first frame, and she hasn't overly played well this time. So she's Lyndall, get off the court, please. Thank you. Lyndall, she's playing.
Yeah, not one of the best shots I've seen Lyndall play.
Oh,
She's played quite a good shot, just off straight on her red to stun to give herself a better shot on the black. And
we have talked about pressure. Well, there's no more
Yep.
pressure than what this ACT lady has to face.
no, that's
here
right.
now. She's the captain of ACT, Lesiole.
Yeah, one big shot, whichever
big
yellow
shot.
she takes on, it was going to have to
she's
be a
playing
big shot.
superbly. Absolutely
And that is
wonderful
huge.
shot. Absolute wonderful shot. Oh, pressure was absolutely amazing out there.
I'm
as
impressed,
she-
Dave.
Hey?
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Have a look at that.
And now,
Anyway.
and now here's the tricky thing. After you've played such a great shot
Yeah.
and you've landed on a ball that's pretty easy, how many times do we see these shots missed, Dave?
Yeah, but she's taking the time. But
Come on, Maggie Gorski.
Come on, Les.
can't see this. If that doesn't
No,
fire up
she,
a team, it's just a great captain shot.
Come on, Maggie. Come on, Maggie Gorski.